What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Racing Dudes YouTube channel, and welcome back to 2024 Magic. We're kicking off a new year for the show today after being profitable in 2023. The build to 2024 starts today. Are you ready?
Yeah. So what we got, like, what, $600 or something, like starting.
Yep.
If you bet every single pick we had on this channel every day, and you bet the same amount, you have a like plus 600, plus 700 profit.
Yeah, it was $524. So
Okay.
Papa Dude,
It was
Papa
higher,
Dude,
and then
yeah.
Papa Dude screwed us last Sunday, didn't he? He always does that, man.
We were at 624, and I cannot remember what his bet was now, but yeah, he lost it. It was kind of a narrow defeat too, so he was not happy. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, happy Thursday to everybody. It is podcast day, and we're kicking you off the right way right now, Magic. So let's do it. Let's get right to it. No more talk. We're going hockey today. Two hockey guys here. We're going Canucks Blues to kick things off, Magic. Canucks minus 135 here. Total sits at 6.5. Where are you going?
Sorry to say to you, I'm going to back the Canucks on this one. It's Thatcher, as long as Thatcher Demko's starting. I was just going to pull up to see if they had a starting netminder right now. But Thatcher Demko he was a guy, if you remember last season, Vancouver was tanking terribly. He and Elias Pettersson were the only two pieces that anybody talked about wanting to have. And then suddenly Demko got hot at the end of the year and has kept it going. And he's the favorite to win the Vezina Trophy, to be the top goalie in the league. So I'm going to keep backing Thatcher Demko. Minus 135. I'm guessing your Blues have gotten a little better since Craig Berube left.
They're playing really well right now, but I don't think they're playing well enough to beat the Canucks. So I went with the Canucks in this spot as well. Many of the same reasons. Thatcher Demko, really a fantastic year so far for him. And I think you just look at this Canucks offense, man. They can really score. The Blues have had trouble. They've been inconsistent. At times they've been defensively pretty sound, at times not. I'm a little bit worried. So give me the Canucks here, minus the 135. All right, let's keep it going. Avalanche and the Stars, three really good games I think we got picked here tonight. Avalanche and Stars in Dallas tonight. It is the Dallas Stars, minus 125. This total sits at 6.5 as well. Who you like here?
Kind of like the over a little bit here. Colorado is actually second in the NHL in goals per game. I forgot to say this. Vancouver Canucks, number one in the NHL. The team that was like dog shit last season has the Vezina favorite, and they're leading the league in goals per game. It's crazy. Anyways, Colorado's second. Nathan McKinnon's looking great. Cal McCarr, Mikko Rantanen, all good. Dallas tied with my Detroit Red Wings in fourth in goals per game. So lots of offense. 6.5, I think, actually is a little bit of a gift if you can get it here. So yeah, I'll take the over.
All right, you're taking the over in this one. I'm taking the Avalanche. Give me the plus money on the Colorado Avalanche. I'm with you, man. I just love how they play. Tough challenge tonight in Dallas. There's no doubt about it. Not discounting the Stars at all. But Colorado at plus money, I will take the Avalanche. I think they're going to get it done tonight. They to me, still, Magic, I don't care about the records. To me, if I'm an opposing coach, player, whatever, the Avalanche, that's the team I wouldn't want to play the most. I just feel like talent-wise, they're still the top team. What do you think?
It's kind of like how Tampa was a few years ago, where it's like you can't count them out because they lose pieces, they get older, but then they replace it with other good pieces. So it's just a good machine. The wheel keeps turning here. One final stat: Dallas has won 14 of their last 15 games following a home loss.
Well,
it's about to be 14-16, right?
I was gonna say, that sounds like a streak you need to go the other way with. They are. Hey, listen, they're a very, very good home team. There's no doubt. I just feel like Avalanche plus money. I'll take my chances. All right, final one tonight in Vegas. The Panthers minus 110 at the Golden Knights tonight. Total sitting at 6.5. The Golden Knights, since I went to their game, have only won once in 6 games. So they've really been on a little bit of a downward trend here. Does it continue tonight? What do you think about this one?
What was it I called Vegas in the promo? An alcoholic, flea-ridden town? Yeah.
Yes.
Florida, I hope you brought your own bed sheets to the whatever hotel you're staying at here. Panthers minus 110. I think this is great. You talked about Golden Knights having trouble. Lots of injuries, which seems to be a common theme for them around this time of year every year. 4-game road trip. They beat LA at home, and then the Winter Classic was just a complete no-show. lost 5 of their last 6. No Shea Theodore. Aiden Hill is going to be gone. William Carlson's out. If you could get minus 110 in Florida now, take it.
Listen, man, I'm with you. I took the Panthers tonight, and I'm a Vegas Knights fan now. They're my second team, but I definitely am taking the Panthers to win this game. I think they're playing a little bit better. Knights have some goalie issues. Knights just have some sloppy play issues as well. They were pretty sloppy the night we watched them, but they're playing Ottawa, so it didn't really matter. But I don't know. I think the Panthers get it done tonight. I went all 3 road teams in these games, so we'll see how that shakes out. You brought something up that's kind of interesting. I wonder where the opposing team does stay when they go to Vegas. Do you have any idea?
I would guess it's an MGM property because doesn't MGM own the arena?
I guess, right? I would say
I'm gonna
I don't
Google
know.
it right now.
Like New York is right there by the arena. You would think that was it, but you would also think, do they really want those guys to stay amongst like all the people? I'm not sure. I don't know. It's interesting. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. All right. Oh, you had one more thing about hockey, Magic. I want you to
Google. This isn't it, but Google says that they usually keep them away from the casino hotels, which is very smart.
They stay off the strip and they bus in. Then yeah, that would have been my guess as well. Yeah.
But anyway, like the Four Seasons or the Mandarin Oriental. Yes. Okay. So if you ever want to play the Detroit Red Wings, if a game that the Red Wings are playing, so for example, they're in LA right now playing the Kings tonight. If Detroit scores 4 goals or more a game, they get at least 1 point. If they do not score 4 goals in a game, they have gotten a collective 0 points all season long. So if you're looking at a Red Wings game and you think, will they score 4 points? And you say no, automatically bet the other team. As a Red Wings fan, I hate that stat because it tells you just how bad our defense and our goaltending has been. But as a sports bettor, that is a stat that at this point on January 4th, you cannot ignore that.
Yeah, no, and I think we've talked about it a little bit as well as the goaltending issues that they've had. It's just been beyond frustrating. I mean, they've had some injuries that didn't help either, and then they just kind of had some poor play as well. So I think it's a good stat. I do, and you would know better than most. Why? Because you watch them not every night, but every time they play, right?
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, that home game when they won 5-4 against Nashville on December 29th, one of the greatest, definitely the best Red Wings game experience I've ever had. It was insane. Yeah. Lots of stories I can tell you guys on Magic Mike for a different time, but we got more to talk about.
Oh, I love it. I will tune into Magic Mike for the first time in years to hear the stories today. I'm just kidding. All right, let's go to horse racing now for a little bit. Race of the day is going to be Gulfstream Park Race 7. I sent you the message saying, hey, we're doing race 7 at Gulfstream, and you were like, oh, this is a toughie. So you kick us off. Who do you like here in the 7th?
So just to kind of give people an insight into how I handicap, the very first thing that I look at is the pace setup. And it's like, is there going to be lone speed? Is there going to be a pace duel that sets up for stalkers or closers? And then you gave me this race. There's 10 horses, at least 8 want to be forwardly placed. I'm like, yeah, okay, so who's going to actually be there when this thing collapses? I'm going with the one rock and roller in that sense here is in for the optional 50K tag. The horses run competitively on the synthetic is best when sprinting. My concern here is that the horse was on the rail 2 back at an allowance level and ran okay, but just had traffic trouble. And when you're saving ground on this synthetic sprint course, it's probably good. It's likely to happen again, but Zayas has been aboard this horse several times on the synthetic, got to win several competitive races that if this thing collapses like I think it might, I think it sets up well for him. However, then I look at the 3 Mamba on 3, and I'm like, maybe just Luis Saez with the, might be the innermost speed here. Maybe this horse just flies and just goes. So I like the one with the caveat that if everybody thinks all the horses are going, none of them go, and Saez wires this thing.
Man, I do think it is going to come down to what you're kind of talking about. The pace of this thing is going to dictate what's going to happen. And like you said, it is a situation where everybody that's supposed to go does go. And then all of a sudden we're like, oh shit, this is going to melt down. Or is it what you just said? Inside speed, Saez is a speed jockey. Mama on 3 gets it done. I think that's the decisions you got to make when handicapping it. It was for me as well. So here's my horse that I think is going to get the trip. I went with number 10, Cotton on top. So and there you go. And Shoddy mentions Cotton as well here. Look, here's the situation. A pretty good horse on the synthetic. So that's a check mark right off the bat. Safi Joseph, second off the claim, another check mark there. So we're 2 for 2. then you start projecting like trips. And I just kind of feel like this is the type that is a little bit versatile, like doesn't have to have the lead. You've seen the horse rally from off the pace before. He's probably best when really close to the lead, but he doesn't absolutely have to be. So, and also he's drawn to the outside going 5 furlongs. I kind of like that because we can kind of make the decision of, okay, maybe it is just Josiah's out there. We'll go pressure him, or, oh shit, there's 6 of them out there. We'll kind of take back. So I thought at 6-1, he made sense. So number 10, Cotton on top for me. I did put your 3 in second, kind of the same reasons there. So I'm with you on that. I went 3-10 on top here as well, Magic. So we're pretty similar in this spot with you like the 1, obviously, and I don't, but you like the 3 as well. Did you think about the 10 at all?
Yeah, I have it 3rd, and I like Tyler Gaffalione riding as well.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. All right, let's stick at Gulfstream Park because your best bet comes from there. Tell us your best bet today.
Yeah, we were talking about this. I was like, I swear, I think I've picked this horse before. I know we've done it on Magic Mike before. This horse, so 4 races for Saffie Joseph since he claimed it for $20K back in March. All 4 of those races are good enough to win here at this spot. 2 back, 1 gate to wire pretty easily at the allowance level, and then went back to starter allowance and lost by a neck to another horse that I absolutely love playing on the synthetic at Gulfstream, and that's Fly the W. Fly the W last weekend at, if I knew what the price was going to be, I'm so mad. He was like 18 or 50. He was a huge price, double digits when he loves the synthetic course, and won an overnight handicap stakes. That was an impressive effort. So horses for courses on the synthetic at Gulfstream do really well. And even before Saffie had this, you can look last year at the championship meet in the synthetic races. The horse was competitive. So you give Saffie, Saffie keeps the horse at the right spot. I don't know that there's any horse really that can get past the 6 here.
Yeah, I like this horse as well. I think you're right. I thought about this, making this one a best bet as well. So I like all your points. You mentioned Fly the W. Man, what a cool horse. And what happened last weekend is he moved up in class. So everybody was like, yeah, I don't think he can handle it. But he just loves to win. He always races in really close races. It doesn't matter what level. And he loves that surface at Gulfstream. So, yeah, that was a really cool win for him as well. So, all right, Gulfstream Park Race 4, you like the 6 at Tis Romantic, if I could talk today. I like that one as well. You liked this one as well. Here's my best bet for today here, sticking with the horse racing world. I'm going to go to Delta Downs Race 2, and I like the number 4, Violent City. I ended 2023 with a win at Delta Downs, so we'll see if we can make it 2 in a row for the show here with Delta runners. This horse last time out won at the 10K claiming level, was claimed by Evans. Evans, a pretty good trainer here at Delta Downs, now moves it to protected company. I thought that was a good sign. I also think the number 4 Violent City is going to be the lone speed today. I don't see a whole lot of other horses with a ton of speed up front. So I think Violent City gets the trip, takes him gate to wire. I really like this one today. If he can run back to that last race, I think he's going to be tough. So you like this one as well, correct?
Yep. Yeah. And actually Rob does too. He says he stabled this horse a while back. And yeah, I don't usually like to play horses that get claimed first off of Broberg because I kind of want to see what happens with them. Kind of like I don't like to play where they get claimed off of Miller, but sometimes you can make the argument that it's only been 4 weeks, that he's probably still got a little bit of residual stuff in him there. So I like this one. I also like going back to 6.5 furlongs. I think at 5 furlongs, there's like super speedy horses that go to those spots, and it makes it hard for Violent City to get to the lead. Now, he still won last time out without that, but 2 back, same setup. Basically, almost exactly the same setup here, and lost by a neck. But there's no horse in this race that's going to be anywhere close to run today. Should be.
All right, I think we got 2 good ones there. We'll see what happens. See how that unfolds. We got a right in from Papa Dude here. He's going to go Wisconsin Green Bay -1.5. He's been doing very well in college basketball right now. He says they're playing winless Detroit Mercer, and they're simply a better team. Should be able to cover. He did say that this has moved up to 2.5 that he saw at a couple of books, but he said he's still confident even if you get it at 2.5. So Wisconsin, Green Bay, -1.5. Any thoughts on this one?
When you said they're playing the winless Detroit, I really thought you were going to say Pistons. So I was waiting for that. I have friends who purposely bought tickets that aren't basketball fans or Pistons fans that purposely bought tickets to the record-breaking game when they had 27 straight losses, just because they wanted to see just how stupid it was, and it was pretty stupid.
Yep. To see.
No thoughts on
history.
this game. I'm just glad you didn't say the Pistons, but of course, then I brought it up. So,
the Pistons, that's a team we talked about a couple of weeks ago about betting bad teams. And so anyway, they're pretty bad. All right, let's get to the best bets today. I'm going to go Delta Downs, race 2, number 4, Violent City. Magic's going Gulfstream Park, race 4, number 6, Tis Romantic. And Papa Dude's going Wisconsin at Green Bay, -1.5. Of course, we've got zeros because it's a new year and a new week today, Magic. So we'll see if we can kick it off the right way. All right, what's going on with Magic Mike today?
Oh yeah, we're starting the new year off with a return to the Coast to Coast Pick 5. Gulfstream Park and Santa Anita Park have brought that back now that Santa Anita is back in full swing. So it's 5 races between Gulfstream and Santa Anita on Saturday. I don't remember which races there. I know the Santa Ynez is not part of that, or not Santa Ynez, of course not. That's on Sunday. The San Vicente is not part of that sequence, but it is a $1 minimum. It's a player-friendly 15% takeout, and it's a fun way to talk about different tracks. So if you're like, I'm not really a Gulfstream guy, or I'm not really a Santa Anita girl, we kind of got a little mix of both here for you. So it's fun. It makes it different for us as well as handicappers, and just kind of nice to do a different show once in a while.
Yeah, I like it. I like it very much. All right. So that will be coming up at normal time, 4:00 Central for them. 5:00 will be Dudes Who Bet Sports. 6:00 will be Blinkers Off. So 4, 5, 6. Man, we're going to go right back to back to back to back. So it should be a heck of a lot of fun on the channel today. All right. We're going to get off here. We got a lot of work to do to get you those shows ready. So we're going to get off here now. We'll see you back here soon. Good luck, everybody.